welcome, and here we go. Alright folks, let's have a look at where I get my copyright-free images, videos, all kinds of things. First thing we're going to do is go to the internet, and I'm actually going to type in Creative Commons images. So Creative Commons is where you want to go to find things. I look for CC Search because that's what I use. And this is the site that takes you. Now you can type in here for all content. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm really used to their old system. This is their new system. So I have a tendency to go down here to the old CC Search just because it gives me what I'm used to using. So if I wanted to, let's say I'm going to type in Hummingbird, okay? And Pixabay tends to be the place that I go. And why? Because Pixabay, okay, so anything below, don't use this grayed out part out here because this is actually paid. But anything under here is free, and it is copyright free. I don't have to even, you know, say where it's from. It's just free for use. So let's pick a hummingbird. Make up your mind, Jones. Okay, let's use this one. So I've clicked on it, there it is. I can go over here to free download. Normally I say don't click on the sidebars of things, but in this site, it's perfectly okay. Don't change the resolution. This top resolution, although it's going to be a higher resolution like 4K, is going to be paid. This is the one that they give you automatically is free. So I can click download, and then it's going to ask me to not be am I a robot? I am not a robot. And I can click download, and you'll see it's going here, which will go to your downloads folder, so you need to move it immediately. So this is part of file management. If you haven't looked at those videos yet, please do. So I'm gonna move it right now. Cut. And I'm gonna move it into my, I have a stock images folder, and I'm gonna move it into there because I tend to use stock images quite a bit. All right, that is where I find my images from. Now the cool thing about this is I could use Hummingbird again, and right here where it says photos, I could get a vector graphic if I wanted to cut it out with vinyl and have it be already done, like an Illustrator document or an illustration or a video. You can get stock video from here that is free for use. So let's say like I wanted a bunch of hummingbirds coming to a theater. There you go. HD, 9 seconds worth of them hovering around. You can just hover your mouse over each of these videos to see a preview, and if it's something that you would like, then you can, what do we got here? Let's see, we can click on it, and then we can watch the whole thing in a larger format if we wish. So there's my hummingbird having a rest, hanging out, chilling, watching the world go by. Black and white video. Let's say, oh yeah, this is perfect stock video for what I'm creating or what I want. You can download it just like you do images. So we're not going to change this. It's going to give me the 4K for free. Sweet. I'm going to click download. It's probably, oh, it didn't ask me if I was a robot this time because I just downloaded something else. But there it is. And you can, it will go straight to your downloads folder. And again, you'll have to move it. So as soon as it's finished, I click on the up arrow. I say show in folder. There it is. Right click, cut. And then I move it to where I want. And I also have a stock video folder, so I'll just put it in there. There it is, black and white hummingbird. So that's where to get things on Pixabay. I really do like Pixabay. If you cannot find your image on Pixabay, which does happen, it doesn't have everything. Flickr has a really great Creative Commons licensing. So if I picked Hummingbird on Flickr, and then I went to, let's say this one. It's a little blown out, but we'll say it's great. See, it's really close up. It's a little bit blown out. The nice thing about Flickr is over here on the right-hand side, it has your Creative Commons licensing. So this one is free for all and share alike, which means I have to use this attributed licensing on any time I use it. And that means I have to give Chris Sorg credit for this for this picture, and right here there's the download button, and you can go original and get the very large file, as long as if you're going to use it in any of your work, you reference this person. Okay, so Flickr is really great because it gives you the Creative Commons licensing immediately, which is wonderful. I use Google Images as a last resort. If I can't find it on Flickr or Pixabay, I use Google Images, and here is why. So, we think that this is Creative Commons free for use. Look at right here. In Google, images may be subject to copyright. It does not give you any information if this image is used for copyright or not. So you're kind of rolling the dice with whether or not it's a copyrighted image or not if you use Google Images, even through Creative Commons image search. So it is my last resort. If there is really something very specific and I can't find it, sometimes I'll roll the dice on saying, okay, well, it says it's free for use, I'll use it. But most of the time I stick with Pixabay or with Flickr for images.